right, so, oops, I did it again. YouTube crashed on me, so we're going to continue from what we started off, right? Okay, so what I was telling you before is that we're going to launch. I'm going to launch this combination of left and right, and the 2 punches equals 1, and we're going to do 10 of those, okay? So I'm going to put myself into this stance, and then as soon as I throw my right, that's going to be 1. I do it again, left, right, that's going to be 2. Left, right, it's going to be 3, 4, until I get to 10, okay? All right, so here we go. Lining up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, good work. Okay, so now we've got those left and right combinations in order. Now we're going to step into this bag, okay? And so on this one here, we're going to launch. We're going to throw the left uppercut 10 times, the right uppercut 10 times, and then we're going to do a left and right uppercut, and that's going to count as 1, just like we did over there, okay? And then after we finish with the uppercuts, and we're going to come back onto that bag and do the hooks in much the same manner, okay? So take your pick, try and find whatever that weakness is, whether it's a hooks or uppercuts or the jab and crosses. But that's important to be able to do, okay? So work on that weakness, and then the whole thing will come into light, okay? All right, so we're going to start with that uppercut. We're going to do 10 left uppercuts, left hand only, left uppercuts, okay? So here we go, starting with left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 more. Good, okay, we got 10 in there. Now, let's do the right uppercut. Sing it right in there, and try and do it quickly to be able to move in that direction, because the next one is going to move from left to right, so you have to swivel rather quickly. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay, now we're going to combine, okay? Left and a right is 1. All right, so we need to be able to swivel. Use those hips, use the abdominals that we worked on, being able to move it rather quickly in that swivel that you're going to use the hips with, and the shoulders as well. Okay? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. You guys did well. If you're following the scheme, you guys did very well. Okay, so now, after having gone through the uppercuts, we're going to do the hooks much the same manner. So I'm going to throw the left hook 10 times, the right hook 10 times, and then I'm going to throw left and right hook combination. 2 of them equals 1, okay? So remember that when you're throwing that left hook, for example, everybody's got a weakness. My weakness is throwing a left hook. It just doesn't want to work as well as the right because I'm right-handed. So I need to work on my left hook. But to throw that left hook, you want to be able to, number 1, pull back, utilize those hips, and drive with your oblique muscles, part of the abdominals. And as you drive it, make sure that your left elbow and your forearm is parallel, and then when you hit the bag, the thumb needs to be in the up position, okay? So if you're throwing it in this manner, you've got it right on the money. You don't want to let it turn so that the thumb is facing you, because if you're throwing with a thumb here, it becomes another jab, basically, okay? Make sure that you throw it with a thumb up. That way you kind of corkscrew and drive the power from the shoulder to the elbow, directly across the forearm and into the hook. Okay, and that's what they call and then make sure that you're using your legs to drive that power from within, okay? So 10 left hooks, 10 right hooks. All right, here we go. And as always, make sure that you're holding your hand on the right hand side for defensive purposes, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Okay. Right hook on this one. Let's let it sing, and hopefully this will move the same direction, the same amount of feet that I moved. Okay, here we go. Right hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Do you guys feel that power? That's what I'm talking about, okay? Now, we're going to do that double. Double left and right hook counts as one, okay? So be able to swing it in there, okay? All right, now, so when you do this, you need to stand a little bit closer to the bag, because when you throw, I'm just gonna do this in slow motion. When you throw that left hook, thumb up, then you quickly transition to the right and be able to throw it in this manner. So your other hand, the one that's not throwing that hook, has to be able to get to your face right away to be able to maneuver into the right position. So it kind of looks like this. I'm going to do this in slow motion. You're starting in this position, drive that hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? So once again, 1, 2, reset, and then start again. So we're going to do 10 of these. So by the time you get to the 5th one, you're going to be getting a whole lot better, okay? All right. Now, let's try this again. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So by squaring up and having those wraps on your wrist, it prevents your wrist from buckling, and that's when stuff happens to your tendon and everything. But I don't want that to dissuade you from being able to throw power with those hooks, because throwing a hook, as you can see, when you start doing these, it's a beautiful thing. Okay, now I realize that you guys don't have these bags at home, so we're just going to demonstrate right here what I want you to do in terms of being able to throw just into air, okay? So instead of just being able to swing kind of wildly for the uppercuts, I'm going to place my hand on top and be able to drive that left uppercut into my hand, okay? So as to give you a little bit of a semblance of how you can do this at home, okay? So once again, I'm just gonna pretend that we've done all of that, just a single blows, and I'm just gonna do with the doubles. So I'm gonna start with a left-right combination, okay? Just being able to do 10 of those, but doing it 2 at a time, okay? All right, so we're gonna stand like this. I'm gonna be facing you and do a left, right. So left, right, left, right. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this kind of shadow boxing, as it were, is a good thing, because as you're throwing these punches, your lungs should feel as if they're kind of running out of gas, okay? It's sort of like having a balloon, and when you're holding the balloon and you haven't tied it at the edge or at the tip, then air kind of runs out. The air kind of runs out after a while. But if you're holding it there, you can feel that air move. So when you're throwing these punches, your lungs should feel like they've been jostled around, as if somebody just kind of pushed you and knocked you into the wall or something. If you're not feeling it, you're not throwing these punches with enough fervor, enough power. Okay? You want to feel excitement, but at the same time, you